You know, I will say this. Being in a giant blue bear costume does indeed make it fairly easy to find someone when you need to. Like, you found it. Nice job. Yeah, that ring has some kind of special romantic magic about it. You can't read it, you say? There are a few who can. Let me see here. It says something about a fountain? Weird. I don't know. You better not listen to me. I'm just a bear. Uka Panipo, remember how you have that new career as a romance newbie? I wonder, you cannot give any love advice to this bear, I think. Oh, how I wish you could. Because I think maybe getting over what seems to be emotional heartbreak and also throwing, good job, Oogie. You found a gubby guppy. That's really cool. Oh, wow. You've been like really working hardcore on the fishing behind the scenes. I like it. But anyway, we found a strange ring. The next step is finding a fountain of some kind. And I don't think that Uki really approves of like the bear like throwing. Well, I mean, actually, he would approve of the bear throwing a ring into the water. He's a merman. He's kind of a treasure hunter and probably is like, yep, that's how you get your treasure. People just have some heartbreak and they throw in their diamonds into the ocean and then they become his. But hello everyone and welcome back to our adventures here with Axolotl Island Living, where we are slowly but surely putting together a wonderful collection of axolotls with Nalui and with our poor, now extremely depressed, hang in there, Leo, who is indeed tired. He could not sleep last night because he was worried about his sister. Now he's worried about the bills that we still have thousands of dollars to pay, and he's not quite getting his archaeology skill up where I thought he would because he cannot yet go ahead and try to authenticate some of these artifacts that he's got. I also think he's getting a little sick, which is not, I mean, he is working in the rain, but still. Archaeology is terrible. Leo does not seem to be having a good time. Should he gain the dislikes archaeology preference? I mean, is that because he's not finding the answers to his sister missing? Leo, I was gonna change your aspiration to, you know what? You know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna give him the dislikes archaeology preference. But we're doing that. We're doing that because he's still sad. He's depressed right now about not finding his sister, right? Or not finding the legends that he's just starting to tentatively believe might help bring his sister back to life, because he's just starting to also tentatively believe she might have died in the first place. It kind of happened so suddenly and he went into shock. I was legitimately about to go ahead and you know what? I'm still going to do it too. Because now that he is depressed, now that he remembers, oh, Irina's dead. She just died trying to make avocado burgers for our company as they came over. As he begins to really remember that, and it affects him deeply. Here, I was literally about to say, we're going to make him an archaeology scholar so that a museum patron. Museum patrons like museums. What a very low level reward for completing whatever he might be able to complete here. Knowledge in general. The professional and overachiever trait, and then nerd brain, handy, renaissance sim, can write helpful manuals about any skill they're well versed in. That would actually be really cool. Maybe we will make him a renaissance sim. Interesting. That might help because then, well, but right now I feel like he should have to go ahead and be the archaeology scholar. Because we're trying to find some of the legends and lore about axolotls for him to be able to follow up on for his sister. So we're going to go ahead and have him excavate piles, find some dirt clumps. We'll roll around to that. Can I change his preferences from the very broken reward store, or are we going to need to go ahead? I also found a mod that lets you just get dust bunnies from the reward store. I'm excited about that. I don't care what anyone else thinks. Let's see, Quirk Be Gone, Lifestyle Go Poof, the Potion of, Curse Cleansing, I have to be careful with how we're going to use the rewards until I fix whatever, like, made it way broken for me. Okay, but how about this? If he can complete the archaeology aspiration and or bring his sister back to life, maybe Leo will find something in these dirt clumps that he likes. Apparently he's more of an amphibian guy than an archaeology guy. Nalui, I believe she actually... Oh, I'm thinking about selling my bathwater. I've heard it's a profitable market these days. That is the last, absolute, eternal, last kind of comment you want to get from your grandma in a text message. That would make me more depressed too, Leo. But we're going to have him go ahead and continue working with Nilui for a little bit, who is actually feeling protective because she adores Leo, apparently. Maybe because she feels like she can really help him out. And we're going to let them continue trying to find artifacts because it's taking him so long to, like, dig them up and build his skill so he can use the archaeology bench. I might let Nalui... Did you get any dirt clumps, my dear? Can you uncover that artifact? Maybe that's what we can do. We can have Leo... Can you not uncover this artifact? Prehistoric era. Alright, I might have to work with that. My dirt clumps might be a little busted. Let's see. Practice archaeological analysis. Extract element. Interesting. I can have her authenticate things. And I'm hoping, because then we have this terracotta vase, and then I'm hoping that we can, like, turn these over and say that we're, like, giving them to the museum, because we're currently employed as biologists, which is the closest I think we have to archaeology. And my plan was to recover, you know, the 7,000 simoleons we need to pay for Grandma's house and quite soon from that. But Nalui, if you cannot uncover those dirt clumps... I mean, And did it count as any excavations? Interesting. I might once again have to work with my mods, but for now we'll have her at least see if she can authenticate some of the things that she's dug up. Oh, and then I wonder if I can even send them. Can I send them out to the... Can I send them out to, like, that I think, would it be entertainment, maybe? There's a really interesting, like, you can send them out for archaeology. Let's see, delivery. You can send them to an archaeology, like, conference, because we had Leo join the Archaeology Society. And I think that'd be quite fun. I wonder where that would be. I've not actually had to think about that for a while. Travel, volunteer. Gosh, like, would that be... Call sadness hotline? Oh my gosh. Discuss interest. Like, where do you go for classes? I thought that would be like, find a job, sit in on a skill class. I wonder how you can send him out to go to, like, a little... Leo, how do you go to... Because I want to send him to that little society meeting that it said that we could have. I think that it mentioned it somewhere. Leo, let's see, 7,000. Because it just seemed really cool. Personality. Yeah, he has joined the Archaeological Society. And additionally, he will be able to attend archaeology talks with the chance of bringing home some new relics. I want to figure out where that was from, Leo. We'll have to work on that later, huh? All right. More of Seri fighting with her mods. But for now, Ukapanipo, let's go ahead and get out of the waterways before someone notices. Why is this man glowing? That's really freaking cool. Okay, that is definitely something that we would have to go... Okay, sir, did you just do some sort of, like, fish magic? Alright, you've got Ukapanipo's attention. Also, speaking of fish magic, I suppose if our artifacts are currently being a little fussy... Well, I was going to use the fish to fish with other fish. Salmon. Alright, we'll sell a few of the, like, the really high quality fish. And let's see, there's some koi fish. Wow, they don't sell for as much as I remember. They just don't. The guppy fish. I really like the bones fish. And then maybe we'll come talk to this guy for a minute, because I kind of feel like Siren's lullaby. Ooh, Siren's call. We're gonna be good and not do that. But let's do maybe a friendly introduction, because he seems like he has some sort of fishing lure that's magically inclined. I could see that causing our merman to come and talk with him. Oh dear, and Niloui's feeling a little bit angry. Oh, nope, now she's happy. She does like to take her anger out smashing chunks of rock. It does seem to help. And maybe she's just angry because the dirt clumps are being stubborn and she wants to be able to help out Leo. Alright. Meanwhile, how did you do that? How did you do that, sir? And now he just wants to go ahead and he just wants to do more fishing. We're very much into that. That's so interesting. Go fishing. Let's go ahead and go fishing with this guy for just a minute. And then give love advice. Click on another sim and select give unsolicited love advice. You're so fun to be around. I really like spending time with you. I hope you feel the same way for me too. That's Leo's feelings towards Niloui, I believe. Because they're working over... they're working on the archaeology right now. Meanwhile, ask Emmett to mentor? What? Wait, is he a fishing expert? Did Niloui... Oh my gosh! Your Ukapanipo, wise mentor. Ukapanipo is being mentored by a wise sim. That's like a double whammy of expert advice. What? We found somebody who's better at fishing than like a merman? Oh, this is hilarious. This is hilarious. I have no idea how this is going to like work out. But I think that this is definitely a really special day for him. Emmett, we need to learn more about you, sir. We know hardly anything about you. We know more about the iguana that lives at our house. Oh, hello, sir. An elder. We're amazingly compatible as friends. Like, we're impressed. Emmett sure knows what he's doing, and Ukapanipo has nothing but respect. This is not what I expected to happen, but he clearly, while the bear cries behind us. After careful analysis, Niloui has determined the artifact is genuine. Oh, and now Niloui is feeling great because she's focused. Holy canoodles! So, that's amazing! Okay, that's actually pretty cool. We need to like get these artifacts properly up and going. We now have a gold mask that we could turn into the museum. I think you can donate these if we set them up right, but I think we'll just say we can donate them. Nah, I know we need to pay those bills. I just keep holding off because I desperately want to. What happens if we refine? Okay, we can refine crystal. What if you extract elements? Can you make these into something that's worth a bit more? What about the pyrite? We'll try extracting the pyrite element and see if that helps. And meanwhile, oh buddy, are you headed home? You got a little like pile of dirt at least. Can you like get anything from it? No? No? Okay. Well, he's feeling a little depressed about his sister and tired right now. Can't really blame him. Maybe we should let him go home and like ignore the random neighbors trying to visit. He's also probably trying to hide from people because now he's getting more anxious. Ooh, we do have a bunch of feathers though. All right, let's open the bird feathers that he has in his pocket because that's from like grandma's house. And we'll see. We might be able to get quite a bit of money from them actually, depending on what he finds. All right. I kind of love the idea that, okay, a symbol in the bird statue. Ah, maybe we should save these feathers to see if we can make a nice bird statue out of them because so far we've been getting a lot of them from grandma's backyard. And I like that because he's a biologist, we'll just go ahead and sell them. and make them count for trying to earn our poor money back. And meanwhile, Nalui is like having the time of her life over here. Oh wow, we finished with that dig pile too. Okay, we got to figure out what to do about our dirt clumps then. And I can't believe Nalui extracted some elements and got started on her collection. What the heck? How did we meet somebody? Probably because he's old. And you know what? Ukapanipo, he has learned how to respect his elders. And now we have a tuna. Like, how do you catch... Okay, this man is going to give us so much insight into what we might be able to do here at this pond, which is related to taking good care of all of the different waterways and looking for axolotls and everything else that we are trying to do here. All right, Nalui, let's see. Is that little... Where's that little crystal pile? Crystal pile has not come back. Nalui, my dear, please dig here. Look for some frugs here. And we're going to work our way over to Ukapanipo. We'll actually dig. And then we'll come over. Oh, she can't even look for axolotls because she's feeling too uncomfortable. Oh, curse you, bladders. Curse you, need for like actual care. And I guess it is raining, so maybe she would head home after she was all dirty and dusty, and maybe she would take a nice shower. And meanwhile, I'm making our poor boy, Leo, go all the way into the backyard to look at the birds for a hot second. Oh, they made him happy. Because I thought that was a little bit important just to make sure that he's like earning it. And what the heck? Tropical sharks and pygmy swordfish. Scourge of the pond, where Ukapanipo goes, fish tremble with fear. Ukapanipo can now patiently angle for a big catch and share expert fishing tips with other Sims. That's so funny. From this like random guy we have just met. Let's plant this tomato really quickly. And then you, sir. Nalui found a fossil. Low hobby need. Nalui has done nothing in the paranormal hobby recently. Conduct a seance. You know what? Maybe we'll end up doing that to try to like visit with his sister and make him feel a little bit better about this whole thing. That would be hilarious. But I think Leo needs like maybe a little bit of food and a nice nap. I don't know if he has much of a... Oh, a new postcard. I don't think he would have much of an appetite when he is not feeling well. And so we'll have him just go upstairs. And then we have a new postcard from our little iguana. Oh, from Champ Les Sims. Good job, little friend. Again, I have never had these before. And you know what? We absolutely would go ahead and we would maybe... ask about your day before the little iguana's day before we would have Leo pass out, because he totally would try to take good care of him that way. Meanwhile, we have a little bit more information about this mysterious magic ring that Ukapanipo is quite fascinated by. And we have met a new elder friend who is apparently a phenomenal fisher. Absolutely not the thing I thought we would be working on. Nalui found a couple fossils. And I feel like we should get to know Emmett better. Like, what do we catch now? How did this happen? This is not the direction I thought we were taking. Aww, with our life today. Maybe we can bring home the axolotl and we'll say that that's from him having spent the day. Like, teach about romantic satisfaction, give romance advice, discuss expanding the family, discuss healthy relationships. This is so funny. Share outdoorsy tips. How about we enthuse about the outdoors in just a second here? And then I really like this guy, Emmett. Like, he seems kind of awesome. And then maybe... Interest. Low hobby need from Ukapanipo. He has not done anything with film or literature, though he really likes romance books. And you know what? We haven't done anything with that for a long time. He's been doing a good job earning a little bit on the side with the fish here. Let's see. Compliments? Oh, now we're good friends with Emmett. Well, you know what? Just meeting a random guy who's feeling super confident, passionate. He's very charismatic. I think that Ukapanipo would really be inspired by him. I don't think he obviously doesn't feel like romantic, but I just think that's so funny that they just accidentally met like this. And the next thing you know, he's like, how about give relationship advice related to him thinking about Nalui, who's currently angry and hungry, but feeling a little bit better sitting amongst her many, many axolotls. We're gonna definitely, and it looks like doing the elements doesn't help out. So she did try that out, and we do have some of the other, we might have her like get some of the fossils. I think her frustration really comes from trying to figure out how she can contribute to making it so that she's able to actually help Leo. And it's just been really frustrating to kind of get stuck with not being able to work on her ocean skills that she's got for marine biology, for not really being able to figure out what path we should go forward for like finding out the legends that have to do with axolotls. But let's try going ahead and breeding. Maybe we will try breeding the fluorescent axolotl that we've got, because we have the blue fluorescent. Let's try breeding that one maybe with the green chimera or the pink chimera. Blue fluorescent breed with green chimera. What do we get? A new one, yes! Now we have the black melanid axolotl. Oh my gosh, we're running out of spaces for axolotls, and I think that part of the challenge should definitely be, if we have an extra axolotl, we need to put it somewhere until we release it to the wild. Like, this feels appropriate, to be completely honest, but it also feels like it's going to be a little bit of a challenge to like take care of all of them. However, that also helps us see how many we have. And what does this one look like? Oh, look at it. Oh, you're so cool, buddy. Let me give you a little bit of space. Okay, hang in there, pink axolotl. Oh my gosh, there's so many of them now. But look at him. Oh, come on. It has to be a good bit of luck if we have one that kind of looks a little bit like a Grim Reaper axolotl. I'm sure that's going to work out for us fine. All right, let's see. Which ones do we have down here? So those are the wild coppers. So we've got a bunch of wild coppers. We've got this green or this black one. Let's make sure we leave it in the Louie's pockets. And then we have gold, pink, pink chimera, green, wild copper, and lavender. Let's try out the pink chimera with the lavender. And we've got a copper. Okay, good to know. Might as well make sure we have one of those inside of his pockets as well. And then do we have a wild copper in his pockets? No. So copper. Yes, we already did. Okay. All right. There's a point to having all the axolotls stacked around and filling the rafters. Trust me, it's going to be a story element eventually if I can get around to it. But maybe I need fewer story elements and more just ability to get through things. All right. Nalui, we're going to try to work on some of the things that you care about too. I can't forget that we have little tiny Clover all over the dust bunny to take care of. But I do want to make sure that we work a little bit with our boy Ukapanipo here. Did you give that love advice yet, buddy? Give unsolicited love advice. That's what I would really like to do. Deep thoughts. Did we try affection? Talk about dust bunnies. Oh, there we go. Romance consultant career. Let's share love insights. And then he has like a whole new career section for this. That's very helpful. Is he hyping people up with that? Sweet! Alright, and we actually just chased away our friend Emmett, who's like, child, I just gave you advice about fish. You don't have any place to really tell me about unsolicited love advice. But then, now, after all of that, after Ukapanipo has spent a very long day, well, he got a pink axolotl. At least he tried. I was gonna say, he can go home and he can try to impress Nalui. We'll sell off the fish that he has gathered up. And we will go home and he's going to try to impress Nalui by giving her a pink axolotl. We'll see how that goes over. And Nalui is actually in a good mood right now, even though she is apparently feeling sad and guilty about Ira as well. Wow, didn't expect quite so much mourning emotion about that from her too. And no, we don't want to look for love at Cupid's Corner. Go away. See, this is why those random pop-up ads can be quite devious. All right. Nalui, are you checking over? I wonder if she's checking over the research Leo's done. Can we have her read his book? Let's see. And we can create a copy of his book and give it to her. That would be so cool. She's just browsing through some books right now. I know we don't have the money for it, but I think that would be really cool if she could have a copy. She now has the Smiling Axolotls, a copy of the book from him. That's so cool. And then do we still have the original properly? Oh, thank goodness. Oh my gosh. She totally would want to go ahead and read and study from that too, just to be like nice as well as it's relevant to the things that they're working on. I might leave her be for just a second. And what happens if I put these guys in the same room for a minute? All right. Well, as usual, a little bit of progress here, a little bit of progress there, mostly chaos overall, but I do like the fact that we are building up a pile of axolotls leading up the wall. And I also think it's interesting that we were just told to conduct some seances from multiple sources, and we've been like mourning like Irina and thinking about her a lot. Maybe it's a sign. Also, I need to make some money off like some of the things that we've got in our pockets. Maybe we need to spend like a day just sort of going through those. All right. Well, I, for one, am quite happy with where we've been able to go with everything. Can we actually give Nalui a little kiss? It's been so long. It's been so long. Let's go ahead and maybe we'll go ahead, give romantic gift. Let's give her the axolotl and see how she reacts. Ukapanipo, don't take any chances. She's actually happy for once. From discovering herself, from feeling a close connection, from being a night owl. And then, oh, she's feeling marooned from lack of ocean activities. Oh, they're both feeling that way, I think. Because now he's feeling a little bit sentimental. He even cleaned up after himself. He's really trying to impress her tonight. All right, what do you think?
Oh, Boro Swiv.
A good response? Good response? Oh, that's so sweet! Yay! Okay, so that actually worked out for once. Nilui gave Ukapanipo a gift with a sweet message attached. I love the joy that you bring to my life every waking moment of every day. That's adorable. That's really adorable. And we now have a lovely little rose we could plant somewhere. What the heck is that about? Why did you just insult her out of the blue? I have no idea. We're gonna try really hard to just make sure that these guys stay good. But anyway, now that all of that is done, maybe we can go ahead. We can maybe kiss hands from having gotten that little rose. Does that count as a little kiss? We just whisper about desires with other Sims. Well, at least that seems to be working for now. Now they're both feeling flirty. All right, Ukapanipo, we might be able to make something happen with this romance blanket thing after all. Is it raining? Apparently their thing is like just sitting in the rain together. That's so freaking funny. All right, well, I'm content with this for now. We ended up with a new fishing friend. We ended up finding out that there are some difficulties to be faced with achieving what we need and want out of the archaeology skills that we're now pecking away at as we try to get to the mysteries of how axolotls have anything to do with possibly being able to bring back the dead. And we've been told multiple times now that we need to conduct a seance. Nalui and Ukapanipo are now both very satisfied in their relationship. While in this state, their romantic relationship will slowly increase over time. I think he was onto something. The man went out and got fishing advice from an elder, who he then tried to give romance advice to. The elder rolled his eyes. Ukapanipo got an axolotl. He offered it to Nalui, and here we are. Maybe he did learn a little bit something about romance after all. But I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.